handle the truth.
Yo, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Market Report. It says I have an excellent stream. We have a lot of data to break down today. We got weird jobs data that we got. We also have a Airspace closing over El Paso for 10 days. Some geopolitical news there on that. And it does look like it's been lifted, but I got the reason why it was closed. The total FAA airspace closure over El Paso for 10 days. No flights in, no flights out. We're going to talk about what that was about. We're also going to take a look at the Bitcoin price because, as the thumbnail said, $67,000 ceiling there, ordering crash, and that's what we're seeing happen right now in real time. You guys know what time it is. Welcome to the Morning Market Report. I am your host, Army Piper, and this is the Piper Academy channel. Brought to you, as always, by Chart Prime. I appreciate the team over there. But guys, let's go ahead and bring up my co-host. You guys know the guy, the man, the myth, the legend, OC guy. And he's frozen. OC is frozen, totally frozen here. You guys can see me. I know you can. We're good here. So he'll come back in. He's having some issues down there. I don't know. Maybe it's the FAA El Paso thing. But what's up, everybody? Hopefully OC is back up here in just a second. We'll come back over here. We're going to go jump into the chart. And also, shout out to the gang. Got you guys a little sound effect too now.
Gang.
Of course, for the alumni.
Yeah, that's my alumni. You know what I mean?
Sound Effects Central. But hopefully OC is dropping back in here shortly. Let's go ahead and jump over and take a look at the charts here. Did get a rejection. A lot of people that were watching over there on Otter Gang, Alex O Crypto, watched this pump, and he made some good money on this pump here that came in off of the jobs data this morning. But now we had this level here. You guys see this purple box that's right there that says 68,803, right where we rejected? I'll show you guys how to put this on your chart. This is your daily close, and this thing plays out quite a bit. You're going to go here to scales and lines, and it's right here where it says previous day close value line there. It's set up on like the medium setting. That puts that purple line for the daily close for the day prior right there on your chart. And it gives you this, hey, if we hit this level, be aware, this is where it closed yesterday. This may just be a grab to the money there. Because why? CME futures. They have that close yesterday, and that's where this morning, they want to get that back up there. So, that line did give a hard rejection. We are coming down now to the 786 line that we've just crashed straight through before. So I wouldn't be too overly concerned about this level as support. But guys, I do think we're going to come down and eventually here, probably this weekend, do a sweep here. We got some news that we're going to go over to give you a reason for that. One is that we do have the scenario where Monday is a closed day. We don't have anything going on Monday for the stock market because it's President's Day and the markets will be closed. With these inflation data that's going to be coming in on top of the long weekend of Friday or Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, that we could very easily see the scenario where volatility hits hard in the markets going into the weekend, and we could see Bitcoin come down to that $57,000 range. Let's go jump in on the news real fast and get that data in here, because I want to talk about all of the stuff that's going on in the world and all the data we got. First, we're going to jump into the metrics here. Looking at into the Cryptoverse metrics this morning. Sorry, I'm just monitoring for OC to come back in. And monitoring to make sure the stream's good. Put a one in the chat, guys. Are we doing good so far? Is everything good? We not glitchy? Audio solid? I did a bunch of updates to make sure that this thing was right today. So fingers crossed we got this thing on target and locked in today. So if you guys can drop a one in the chat and let me know that everything's good, we'll go through all these metrics and we'll just keep on driving on here. Looking at the total crypto market cap this morning, guys, it's not horrible. Thanks. Capital right now, $2.256 trillion. The trend on this is sitting at $4.84 trillion right now. Undervaluation right now is 53.38% from that fair value median, where you are heading down towards this level, which we've never touched since 2010. So looking at the current risk levels here, we're sitting at 3, guys. We're about to go in to a whole other multiplier for our DCA levels. When this breaks down to 299, a 5x dollar cost average on the Piper plan. And guys, as I've showed you before, in here, and I'll show it to you now. The best days to DCA for 2025. Now, that's time and wristbands. We don't want that. We want best days to DCA. This is going to be set from, I want to set this to 2025, and we'll take a look at 2025, January 1st, all the way through to the current date. And this is going to be over 1 year. Best days to DCA. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are the best days to DCA for Bitcoin. And Friday, like I said, I think that we're going to get an amazing pullback if this inflation data comes in like I expect it to. Meaning that over the weekend, with the long weekend manipulation of the market makers, so on and so forth, Friday or Saturday is going to be a great day for us to pick up some more Bitcoin. So that watch for that level of the 0.299 range. It's going to be a key area. Looking at Bitcoin dominance with stable coins sitting at 58.35%. Without stable coins in that mix, taking those completely out, you're looking at 67.09% Bitcoin dominance. No stables, Bitcoin dominance is holding strong. Looking at the 24-hour heat map here for liquidations, according to CoinGlass data, in the past 24 hours, we had 123,464 traders get liquidated. Total largest single liquidation order happened on BitGet. It was an Ethereum trade valued at $8.2 million on a single trade. How are we looking for longs versus shorts right now? Currently, on the exchanges, 49.12% of the trades are sitting set as longs, 50.88 sitting set as shorts. So pretty much 50-50 split there. Let's take a look at let's take a look at X marks the spot here, guys. Crypto Windio dropping this earlier. Sailor says strategy will keep on buying Bitcoin every quarter. $5 billion paper losses. That was according to Decrypt. That was the source on that. I'm curious to see, because their weeklies have been dropping a little bit. I'm curious to see that if it's at latency is at 8.14%. I don't know what you're talking about. Glitching, but it's just this stream. Others having issues also. Okay, good to know. It's not just me. I know there's been some issues. It's been a little weird, but we're gonna keep driving on. I'm curious to see if he starts dropping, see what he ends up doing with that. So looking at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index right now, sitting at 11 in extreme fear, guys, on the markets. Looking at the U.S. economy, jobs, it added 130,000 jobs in January, crushing the expectation of 55,000. They thought they were only going to add 55,000 jobs. 130,000 jobs were added. The unemployment rate fell from 4.4, which was an expectation, to 4.3. This was much stronger than the expected jobs reports all around the board. I'm going to go into that in 9 script here that we got together. So, breaking silver prices surged over 6%, now back above $85. It's pulled back a little bit on the jobs numbers this morning, currently sitting at 83.77, up about 3.6% now. 200 tons of copper. We've talked about copper a lot on here, guys. 200 tons of copper per gigawatt of AI demand. I think you misread the NVIDIA 800V blog. The 200 tons figure is for Raptor. In total, a 1 gigawatt data center requires roughly 40 to 50,000 tons of copper. Redundancy is the biggest driver of high copper usage. S&P published a very good report on this copper usage a few weeks ago. Guys, copper, I think, is going to become the metal of 2028, 2029, going into 2030, I should say. So that's what we're seeing there on that. That's all I got on X marks the spot. Looking at the stock market today, currently, Dow Jones, currently 3%. NASDAQ down 0.67, and the Russell 2K down about 0.3%. Volatility index up 4.61%, meaning we're seeing some volatility coming in above that 17 mark, currently sitting at 18.61. How about the bonds market? What are we seeing there? It looks like people are selling off their bonds. Now up to 4.17%, but down from that 4.2 that we were at previously in the week. Precious metals today, guys. Look at the heavy metals. Gold. I need a sound effect for that. I need like a little guitar riff sound effect. Gold is sitting at $5,000, up 1.18%. Silver's at 83.50, which we just talked about that, up about 3.88. Copper up 0.76%, 0.75% there at $5.95. Platinum and palladium both up just under 2%, 1.6% for palladium. So all the metals seeing some green moves today, pulling back just slightly. But look at all of the red. Holy cannoli. 34,000 kilobytes for AI farms. It does. So copper will be used for the cooling crypto trades. Shout out to crypto trades, by the way. And it will also be used for all of the rack systems. So copper is going to have a big demand, guys, a huge demand. On the total market. So looking at the red here, look at the red here on all the crypto though. Bitcoin currently out 4.1%, sitting at 66,300. Ethereum is down 4.9%. XRP down 3.9. BNB down 4.3. Solana down 5.5. Dogecoin is down 4.8. Cardano's down 4.5. A lot of big moves today. Canton Network down only slightly though to 0.4%. Monero privacy token moving up one slot to number 16, sitting up 1% on the daily. Chainlink is down 4.5%. Stellar Loom is down 3.5%. And I want to point out again, as I pointed out previously, guys, check it out. See these gray lines here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 at the are now sitting there as stable coins in the top 22. It's kind of crazy. So, what else we got here? Economic data. Let's talk about this. Let me see if I'm doing anything on mine. Are now sitting there as stable coins in the top 22. I think mine's coming through pretty good on mine. So that might be some individual. I'm not sure, but shout out to all of you getting Alpha and the Man Piper. Appreciate you, bro. Otter Gang joining us. Gang. Looking at the data that came in this morning, guys, we did get the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, came in static neutral at 6.21%. Looking at non-farm payrolls, though, this is where it comes in and gets weird. We had this one here, it was at 50K, revised it down 2,000 jobs. So that bad job number we got down even more. But now we had this big pump. They thought it would be like, hey, it might be up to 70K, might go down to 40K. Came in at a 100 script that I got. And you guys can just look at the numbers up here on the table as I'm talking about this. Let me bring this in just a little bit for you. There you go. A little bit more, right there. Perfect. And I'll go through the scripts. So from the top here, guys, looking at this jobs data and all the details, was 130,000 versus 70K expected. It was a clear beat. Unemployment tick nudged up to 62.5%. You can see that right there. And it was a broader slack improved with the U6 falling. On the surface, this kind of report says laborers holding up. And the ticker is not, though. Ticker comeback. There we go. Back since I put all this together. But at the same time, you've also got things like it's cross asset tape. Futures are green. Dow was up and now has fallen, but yields are also going higher. That's reversed also. A lot of volatility coming in off of this morning. The reversal gets even stranger. Bitcoin down multiple percentage now. I think Bitcoin is down, let's see here, 4% now. Equity, and then you've got the commodities twist, gold and silver. Up some prices there. And the real headline inside the report was the revision, December revised, as we showed, down to 48,000. The broader look back revision showed last year's job growth was marked way lower than previously reported. So we're looking at labor markets that are stable but not accelerating. Hedging and crypto is taking the rate hit first. First mover on this bad data or good data, however you want to look at it. So looking here at the U.S. payroll, we just talked about that. How about this one? Nope, we'll keep going. Fed wait and see. Yes, that is true. Flashbang in your face. Looking at and be right back. I do have fiber optic. Believe it or not, I've got 1 gig per second internet. I don't know what is going on. I think it has to do something with the server from Ecamm Live and Google. I think Google is not liking. They're looking about. That's my internet speed, guys. Allow go. I mean, how much faster do I need if it's not an issue there? Piper going to see snapback. It doesn't smarten up. There it is. There's my upload speed, 900. Think we're good here. Think we're good. What's going on? Test 1, 2. Should be able to hear it now. Let me check it here. I'm testing. I'm looking. I'm looking. Can you all hear me now? I don't know, guys. You guys should be able to hear me right now, but it's not coming through on my end. I'm not sure. Not sure. Like this with the system. I've done everything I can for it. So I am in a short trade right now, guys. If you know, I will jump over to Discord. So we're gonna do that. Matter of fact, we're gonna do it now, guys. I'll see you all in Discord. I apologize. I'm not sure why I have these issues. So, I think you guys might be able to hear me right now. But I just put in there. I'm gonna go to the Discord unless it's good. Not sure if it is. I don't think it is right now.